4 elite trainers, each having a team revolving around a single type, and a champion, blocked off by 8 metal items called badges that we obtained throughout our main adventure. And now, we have arrived at the location of these elite trainers, and we are going to take them on with Pokemon suggested by you. Specifically, the Soldier Saints has suggested 5 Pokemon that I find quite interesting. The first Pokemon he suggested was Lunatone, the second was Absol, the third was Aggron, the fourth was Flygon, and the fifth, which was probably the reason why I'm even taking his suggestion in the first place, is Spinda. Its stats are 60 across the board, and has a very diverse move pool, when you take everything into consideration, that is. And as such, I will be using that, and it will serve as a very unique challenge. But enough about that, let's just get on with it. I should mention that I actually lost to the 3rd Elite Four member, so to help myself in that scenario, I decided to raise my Pokemon up into the 60s. And in case you're curious as to why I'm doing live commentary, well, I figured it would make the Elite Four matches a little more interesting. Ah well, let's begin. Ah yeah, before we begin though, these 2 guys will actually be blocking your path, checking if you have all 8 gym badges. You can actually skip Winona entirely until you reach these guys. Now, I always associate this music with these hallways right here, because it just fits them so much better. I know it's Victory Road's music, and while it's awesome, I just don't think it fits Victory Road as well. And here we come to my absolute favorite designed room of the Elite Four in the entire series. I just love the way this looks. So let's challenge this first member of the Elite Four. Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sidney of the Elite Four. I like that look you're giving me. I guess you'll give me a good match. That's good. Looking real good. Alright, you and me, let's enjoy a battle that can only be staged here in the Pokemon League. My absolute favorite Elite Four battle theme ever! Seriously, I love that intro. I love this track altogether. And the fact that I'm fighting a level 46 with a level 61 doesn't necessarily bode too well. Oh yeah, I should mention that I also used it as a means to get different, basically, I also used it to stock up on, revives, so that way I don't have to waste a shit ton of money. So I picked up a few pickup slaves. Odd. Pickup slaves. That's weird. And Needle Arm. At least it's a grass-type move and not... yeah, well. So, he's gonna use Shiftry. Shiftry is the exact same typing as the Cacturne he sent out. And I believe it is, yeah, it is the only Pokemon in his team that is not obtainable at this point in the game. Yay, that high critical hit ratio finally paid off! Woo! Sharpedo. This thing is good to take out easily. Seriously, Sharpedos must have shitty... I take that back! And of course he uses a full restore. I predicted that. And the fact that I raised these guys into the 60s makes these guys depressingly easy. Ugh. It's like I honestly feel bad for raising my Pokemon this high. It's like, I know it's possible to do it under levels, but hey, at the same time I don't want to do it over level. Ah well. Provided the challenge, we have now arrived at our very last Pokemon. And I finally get to use a Flygon! His best Pokemon is an Absol. Yeah, totally didn't see that coming. Ah, Sword Stance. I probably should have used that. It would have defeated... that would have meant the should have... Never mind! It's using its Citrus Berry. That's great. Let's sand tomb it. It's not that effective, but it'll deal a small amount of damage per turn. And, shit. Its buffed attack doesn't necessarily bode well for me. Oh well. Let's use another Dragon Breath. A Dragon Breath? Awaits its foe to make a move. And it doesn't have to wait anymore because I defeated it. You know, I actually defeated Sidney that quickly. Like, back when I first fought these guys. Like, not like when I went to try and fight these guys no matter what. Like, I didn't realize that I would have it that effective, but, no. Let's just use it on Prometheus and save myself some hassle and use some of my 42 super potions. Yeah, that's how often you'll be getting super potions in this game. Well, if you use pickup slaves, that is. Yeah, I should have thought about selling a nugget too, but what Pokemon should I lead with? It doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? I'll just swap to my Spinda. Just to see how far I can go with it, because, you know, the fact that I'm not using Spinda is kind of removing the point of having the Spinda on the team. Ha! I'm Phoebe of the Elite Four. I did my training on Mount Pyre. While I trained, I gained the ability to commune with Ghost-type Pokemon. Yes, the bond I developed with Pokemon is extremely tight. So come on, just try and see if you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon. Ah, Dusclops. Very defensive. Feint attack! And you'll just see how defensive it is. Super effective, but it's called stab bonus. It would help. Let's use another feint attack. Future Sight is an attack that'll attack in the second turn. Okay, so... Gain it! And I believe is the more offensive of the two. I'm gonna swap to Aggron so that way it can take the Future Sight attack. Plus, it needs some time in the sunlight. You know, now that I think about it, I probably should have used, You son of a bitch! Oh, that just makes it even better. There it is, the Future Sight attack. And, yay, I was right. And, what?! Oh! I hate Will-O-Wisp. Son of a bitch. I think it's actually some kind of, Thankfully, it found a lot of full restores, too. Woo! And... Okay! Did you really think you were going to get far with that? Hold on. Alright, I'm back. I was just called for something. Ah, well. So, yeah, not like I'm gonna get much use out of Rock Tomb now, but, ah, well, I may as well use, yay, it's down, that's good. Yeah, I suppose I'll use Spinda again. Hey, just because its stats aren't that great doesn't mean I can't revolve a strategy on it. And I wasn't expecting to use that early. As in, I wasn't expecting her to use this early. Her team is actually symmetrical. Yeah, higher level, Thank God I swapped out. Feint attack again. I'm sure she's gonna use one of her hyper potions. Ah yeah, now that I think about it, I'm only gonna get 10 uses out of this, considering pressure. You know, I always question why they applied pressure to just the... Okay, it has a citrus berry! I can't hit it with any other move, and Spinda can't learn any moves that allow normal-type moves to hit. So, I suppose I'll just continue trying to feint attack it to death, considering I know exactly. to say anymore. Ah well, feint attack again. Feint. Feint indeed. And we got another earthquake. That's fun. And hooray! I defeat her strongest Pokemon in just a few feint attacks. If it weren't for that citrus berry, she wouldn't have healed to begin with. Alright. Spinda does that. Sableye. Sableye, Sableye, Sableye. No weaknesses, but it's horrible. Absolutely horrible of a Pokemon, as in, it's slower than just about any other Pokemon. I think its ability forces it to not use any other move. Like, it can't go, no matter how its speed works, How do you fall in love with something like that? I mean, I get it. I'm male, it's female. And I know I probably should have thought about bringing female characters, but who cares? Immobilization doesn't work. As in, it works against my favor. Come on, Dragon Breath, Fuck! How do you fall in love with something like that? That looks probably the most unattractive thing I could think of. Unless you're illuminated by its diamond eyes. In which case, I doubt it's that good. Flygon must be really desperate for a mate, isn't it? I mean, if it keeps getting immobilized by... If it keeps getting immobilized by love like that... Thank you! If it keeps getting immobilized by love for that, I doubt we're gonna have much chance to... It's like, if it's like that, it's just weird like that. I don't even get it. Oh, shit. I just realized there's nothing but normal moves. Oh! Swampert, go! I don't want to waste anything. And... Well, that's fun! Toxic's poison is not just any poison. Its damage actually progressively gets worse as it goes on. As in, the more it's poisoned, the higher the damage ratio. Just... what the hell? There's a definite bond between you and your Pokemon, too. It didn't recognize it, so it's only natural that I lost. Yep, I'd like to see how far your bond will carry you. Go ahead, move on to the next round. You were a Ghost-type trainer that dresses like a Hawaiian. Okay, I'll buy it. Yeah. So, health restoration. How goes it? I was thinking about doing this next battle next time, but I decided, you know what? I'll just go straight ahead and do it. Welcome. My name is Glacia of the Elite Four. I've traveled from afar to Hoenn so that I may hone my ice skills. But all I see are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon. What about you? It would please me to no end if I could go all out against you. Ukulele? Really? And why did I start out with that, of all things? Okay, strength it is! And it used hail. I love how I'm like 15 levels above it, and yet I only deal half damage, and it gets to go first. And I'm sure it's gonna try and hit me with an ice beam and completely fuck me over. Oh, you son of a bitch! How come freezing rarely happens for the player, yet it almost always happens for the opponent? Like, whenever you use Ice Beam, how often have you frozen a Pokemon? And when your opponents have used Ice Beam, how often have they frozen you? I'd like to ask that. There goes Spinda. And it's not going to survive the crunch. I know that much. Bye-bye. I'll use Aggron? Yeah, I'll use Aggron. I just realized, or rather, I just remembered that Aggron's typing is, defensive, but not survival. That's what Aggron gets for being the tank of the team. Woo! Didn't freeze. I swear to God, freezing? Like, how often does that happen for the player? Celio. And, shit, I just remembered. Aggron is actually somehow weaker to water than it is to ground. As in, Dusclops can't do as much damage to it as Surf can here. Earthquake would do, like, half of Swords damage. Which I swear, Iron Tail is so inaccurate. Oh god, I get the feeling I'm gonna fail this. That's gonna be fun. Oh, well, I have Lunatone for this. And, yay, I hit it. Yay, it's super effective by just a sliver. And, oh god, I can tell. Stab bonus. Lunatone? I didn't think it was that defensive. I swear, every time someone uses a potion, I seem to notice that the defenses get a tad lower. Or at least I think it does. It just seems to be that way for me. Rock Throw, again. Thankfully, it's not missing, and... oh, come on. Hail it is. Hail it is. Stricken by Hail. Rock Throw. Well, I wasn't quite expecting that, but okay. Celio again? I know if I send Flygon out, I'm completely fucked. Because, well, unlike the previous... well, unlike, yeah, I think I forgot to mention this, but, Phoebe's team was symmetrical. Glacia's, while of similar ideal, like, of similar, like, basically, of a similar case. Might I ask how you got that to hit for once? I swear, Blizzard was so inaccurate for me whenever I tried to use it. I don't remember if Swampert can actually learn, that move in this generation, but I know it can in the 5th, at least. No, Glalie sucks. Oh. Maybe I'm underestimating it. Earthquake! And it doesn't survive because I landed a critical! Hooray! And this is gonna be fun! Walrein! Ugh! Walrein is her best Pokemon for a reason. That's Swords Dance. Try and increase my stats. Well, it uses... I told you the move didn't affect that badly, but... Slash! And... oh, come on! At least it wasn't twice in a row, I'll give it that. I didn't know it had a decent critical hit ratio either. Swampert? I guess, I suppose I can at least try and... fuck you! I can at least try to decrease its speed. Well, not that it matters. And Twice in a row! I just had to tempt fate like that, didn't I? I'll go for the mud shot and defeat it instead of just wasting a turn healing. Just to guarantee a defeat. Which, yay! I was right. Elite Full Glacia. Yay. I didn't even have any fire types. Advance to the next room. And there, confirm the truly fearsome side of the Pokemon League. Oh boy! She ain't shitting around when she says that. By truly fearsome side, she means dragon types. Actually, I don't think... Actually, I remember seeing a video where someone thought that this Elite Four was the easiest Elite Four in Pokemon history. And why that person thinks that is because of one simple thing. He defeated this Elite Four with just 2 Pokemon, Blaziken and Gardevoir. That's quite an accomplishment, considering that it doesn't necessarily have much effect on Phoebe. So considering that he doesn't have much of an advantage against Phoebe, or Drake for that matter. Speaking of Drake, we're going to be coming up to him next. And I'm obviously going to act like this is Talk Like a Pirate Day. I am the last of the Pokemon League Elite Four, Drake, the Dragon Master. In their natural state, Pokemon are wild living things. They are free. At times they hinder us, at times they help us. For us to battle with Pokemon as partners, do you know what it takes? Do you know what is needed? If you don't, then you will never prevail over me, mighty. Ah, Shelgon. It's actually 2 levels past what it... It's actually 2 levels past its evolution. And yay! Spinda, you've proven quite useful! Somewhat. And... I take that back. Sort of. Let's hit it with another Dizzy Bunch. Dizzy Bunch? Wow. I don't know how to speak today. And... okay, at least he'll waste a Hyper Potion or Full Restore, whatever. Probably cures it of its confusion and I want to try it again. I love how you hit it with ducks. Like a punch that causes ducks to pop out. Like, yay, ducky! And... oh, I was right. It was cured of its, okay, that doesn't guarantee it can outspeed me. This does, though. Spinda can take it, at least. I take that back. It can't handle the critical. Prometheus, I guess? And this is his weakest Pokemon. Yay! And now he's got an Altaria. Fun! Fucking fun! Oof! Let's try a Rock Tomb. Never mind, it's probably gonna paralyze me. I just had to predict that, didn't I? Ugh! And... not like I'm gonna have much use for it later in the Elite Four, so I'll try it again, and... well, that just makes things better! And die, monster! Why did I just try to make a Castlevania reference? And holy shit, I was right! Rock Tomb is super effective, and I decreased its... I just nerfed its own speed buff. Not like it matters Not like it matters anyway, considering it already paralyzed me. Not like it needs to be faster. And... well, that's nice. I managed to defeat his Altaria easily. How nice. Okay, so now he's gonna use a Flygon. Flygon's... well, I have a Flygon. I don't need to say that much more, but... arrow! Swampert! Flygons are kinda screwing themselves over. Because Swampert's Spark Ground type. Flygon's Spark Ground type. The Sandstorm is not gonna do shit for, I take that back. Dragon Breath. I take that back. Paralysis. How come Paralysis rarely actually affects it on the first turn? Like, you paralyze something on the first turn, whoops! It doesn't work! Ah, well, because of the fact that it's part ground type, it takes normal damage from water, and that's fun! Yeah, that's right, in Emerald, his second Flygon is replaced with, a Kingdra. Kingdra, I'm thankful I'm fighting this thing. Fuck your sand attack! Dragon Breath. I know I said I wasn't going to do a part this long, but, okay, can I just land it? Thank you! Son of a bastard! Ah, well, level up time! Now he comes with his, he's now packing his most powerful Pokemon. Peppers! I mean, Salamence. Salamence. Oh my god, Salamence. This thing is a beast. It's this region's pseudo-legend. And I know I'm effectively screwing myself over both ways into hell, considering it has a citrus berry. And holy shit! I can't believe I managed to defeat a Salamence without much worry. Thank you, Soldier Saints, for suggesting the Flygon. Superb, it should be said. Indeed it should. You deserve every credit for coming this far as a trainer of Pokemon. You do seem to know what is needed. Yes, what a trainer needs is a virtuous heart. Pokemon touch the good hearts of trainers and learn good from wrong. They touch the good hearts of trainers and grow strong. Go onwards! The champion is waiting me hearty. Okay, I'll meet you there. Not what I intended to show. And yes, I know my playtime sucks. I was trying to get my Pokemon in decent levels, okay?